All right. Ooh, we got Jackson in this too.
Awesome. All right, you guys. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get started with the bow. Straight up. Bow from that. Bow forward. All right, let's spread out for jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, squats, holding collars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, on your backs. Close guard toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right leg up, elbow to your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, hands on the mat for triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty, let's go for bridges now. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go for hip escapes in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, chin up to your chest, hold your collars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chin to your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, ear to your shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alrighty, let's sit up for break falls. Tucking your chin, crossing your arm. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, sit up for, oh yeah, sorry. I keep forgetting. Left side. All right, guys, we're going to do our side break falls too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, guys. Let's work left side. Left leg out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feet apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Butterfly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right, rolling back, holding our feet on the mat. Come back slow. All right, starting from a seated position now, we're gonna bring both legs to one side. Okay, get into our S-mount position, our hip stretch here. Then from there, I'm gonna bring my back leg up and step, okay? Going back in reverse. Now I'm gonna swing them the other way. One hand on the mat here. Drive up, step my back leg, come back. Other side, okay? Kind of just like a hip stretch here. Practicing this motion. All right, guys, so next one. Now you're gonna rock back, kick back up, and as I do, I'm gonna bring one foot in, and other foot up, come up again this time. Good. Similar, but a little different than before. Here, I'm just kind of coming up into this one leg up stance, one knee back here, and alternating sides. Okay. This time, no hands. All right, guys, nice. So let's go over to the wall. We're gonna practice our guard retention here, okay? So same like when we're practicing with a partner, same kind of mechanics, right? You're gonna start here on one side, arms length away from the wall. You're gonna push against the wall and do a hip escape, turning to your side. You're gonna bring that top leg up to the mat. Then you're gonna push and reset, okay? I'm always getting square with the wall at the end. Then I go back to my other side. I turn, I push, I do a hip escape. I put my top leg up against the wall, and I square my hips back up at the end, and I reset, okay? Just practicing these mechanics. What I want you guys to avoid is getting here and then swinging both legs in. Make sure you're putting that top foot against the wall here, okay? That's gonna be like if a person's trying to pass my guard here, and they're gonna put their knee on my stomach. If I just go and I bring my legs here, their knee's gonna be in the way, right? So what I want is put my foot here on their hip. It's easier for me to circle my foot and put my foot against their hip, and that because usually there's gonna be space for you to do that, right? And now I can use that foot to push them away, to keep that space there, but also to bring my other leg back in now so that I'm squared up at the end, okay? So make sure you use that top leg, right? So try that out for a couple minutes here, guys. Make sure we're using that top leg to push and re-square. Trying the mechanics out. Getting comfortable using that leg. Nice, so you can use the couch if you don't got a wall nearby you, Jacqueline. You know, use your couch, just go against the side of your couch and just push against the couch and then put your foot against it, you know? Yeah, there you go. Good. You're gonna scoot to your side first and do a hip escape, then bring the foot in. So you want to push off of the floor and do a hip escape first, using your hands to push. Then you circle your foot and push off. There we go. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. So you want to circle that top leg to push off, okay? So it'll be your left, yeah, there you go. And now you can push off and bring your other leg in. Nice, yes. So now, Jacqueline, you want to switch, okay? Once you do the movement and you square back up, now you want to reset with your feet on the floor. Okay, your feet are going to be on the floor. I'm going to use my hands to push, okay, and do a hip escape. Now from here, I circle my leg and re-square. Okay, then I go back, I just put my feet on the floor again. I turn, put my top foot on the wall, and re-square. Okay, so every time you're still doing the hip escape with your feet on the floor. So now I'm going to use my foot push off of the wall now. Because that's going to be like taking the place of the actual person, right? There we go. Looking good, guys. All right, nice work with that one. We're gonna move it on now and practice some defensive rolls here, okay? So still using the wall. So watch here real quick. I'm gonna start here in a turtle position against the wall, okay? So a little bit of space just like before, about arm's length away, okay? And I'm gonna start turtle position, all right? So now from here, I'm gonna tuck my arm as close to the wall, and I'm gonna start to roll over that shoulder. As I do, I need to make sure I square myself up with the wall at the end. Okay, so that I'm still facing the wall at the end. You gotta imagine the wall is taking the place of your opponent, okay? So I'm gonna start with it on one side. It's like if someone's on one side of my body in the turtle position, right? So from there, instead of trying to turn back into them here, I'm gonna go for a roll the opposite way. This is where we practice a Granby roll. This is what the Granby roll, a lot of times we're using that for, is for guard retention, okay? So if someone gets me in turtle position, they're on one side, now I'm gonna roll here, re-square at the end, okay? So let me show you real quick on somebody so you can see when this was going to come into play, all right? So I'm here, my partner's standing in front of me, right? So now he's throwing my leg so much so that it's actually turning my body away from him here, okay? So it's going to be difficult for me to turn all the way back here and then reset the way we were doing because he already got my legs going way over this way. So what I'm doing is I'm just following the momentum of that, right? Before he gets a chance to control me, I'm coming up, rolling, and coming back to the guard. Okay, that's a really important move to get down for guard retention. Okay, so one more time here. He's throwing my legs. Okay, and so you'll notice I didn't go all the way to the turtle position when I was doing it that way because I've done this so many times now. Basically, what you want to do is just come up. Should we go this way? I just want to come up enough onto my shoulder that I can bring my hand under me here. Okay, that way I can kind of get a grip on his ankle and I can get an idea of where he's at, right? And now I'm rolling back this way, okay? If you're new to this, I always tell the guys to just go in a turtle position because doing it that way, it's a little bit more difficult for them to get down. So I say just when they throw the legs here, just go all the way to a turtle position if you're new to this, right? My partner's gonna step up, just like Coach Nick is doing. And now I'm gonna use my hand here to reach and grab his ankle. And then I roll back and I come back to the guard, okay? So just so you guys have an idea of how we use this on an actual person, but now we're gonna use the wall, okay? So just like before, start turtle position with the wall on one side, okay? So now on the side that's close to the wall, I'm gonna tuck that arm back and I roll over that shoulder and I re-square with the wall at the end. And I go to the other side, okay? So I tuck my arm, I roll, and I square up with the wall at the end. Okay, so just so we get some practice on these defensive rolls here, okay, that's gonna help you guys with your guard retention. Let's try it out for a couple minutes here. I'm gonna keep an eye on you guys. There you go, Jacqueline. Nice, yes. And you guys might have to experiment with the spacing there, okay? You might have to scoot a little bit farther away from the wall. That way you're ending up in a comfortable position where you're not too stacked up against the wall, you know? So, yep, you're tucking that arm there. You're going to drop that shoulder that's close to the wall. Yep. Nice, but instead of dropping the arm between your legs, drop it back like this. Okay, so if I have the wall on this side, I'm gonna drop my hand back on the side of my leg. And then I just roll. Okay. Good. But still try to like, not so much like falling like this here. More, you still want to get like kind of a roll in. So when I kind of go into the top of my back here, you see? And now I can pivot easily there. Okay, so I still want to use like the top of my back to kind of rotate there at the end. Better. There you go. Good. Nice, Jacqueline. Nice, Nick. Looking good, guys. Uh-oh, we got a doggo. He's like, what is going on? There you go. You practice your seatbelt control. All right, guys. Not one more minute here. Keep it going. Mary, looking good. That was much better. One more minute, guys. All right, that's time. So let's get a quick water break. We'll come back, we'll do a couple guard passing drills, and then we'll work on our closed guard submissions that we were doing this week, okay? All right, guys, we all back? Okay. So now grabbing our dummies, or if you guys got a pillow or any other kind of substitute thing you can use, you go ahead and grab that. Okay, so we're gonna start with our dummies here. And now, same drill we were doing if you guys were here yesterday. You're just gonna start here in your ready stance in front of your dummy, kind of like we're in an open guard, right? Now I'm gonna imagine pushing the legs to one side, and I'm gonna step my back leg, okay? Because I can take a farther step with my back leg than I can with my front leg, right? I'm already extended this way, so it's harder for me to go and step farther with my leg that's already in front than it is to step my back leg up. A little walking lesson for you guys, but also applicable in jiu-jitsu, okay? So you're gonna be here, right? Square stance. I'm gonna step my back leg across, get to a knee on belly, okay? Make sure your knee on belly's good, all right? Don't get lazy here and put your knee down, or leave your foot too far back. Make sure I'm in a good knee on belly position. My foot's planted flat on the floor. My shin is across the dummy, kind of going from the hip to the shoulder line here. And from there, I'm gonna put my hands either onto the mat or onto my dummy, okay? The dummy might be better because then I don't have to put my weight so far forward here. I don't want my weight going too far forward because then I expose myself to get rolled, okay? So sometimes the dummy's gonna be better, or if you have like a heavy bag. Actually, the heavy bag I think is gonna be best for this drill, okay? So hands on the bag. Now I'm gonna transfer from one side to the other. So when I do that, make sure I need to have one knee on the dummy at all times. I don't wanna jump. Okay, I lose control that way. I'm gonna bring my knee to the knee. I have both knees on top. Now I bring my feet to the other side. then I step, okay? When you do this quickly, it looks nice and smooth, but the idea is to keep a knee on top at all times, on top of the dummy, all right? So again, we're here, I'm gonna now put my other side back, okay? So I'm taking that step, switching sides, okay? Then coming back, just trying to flow on top a little bit here, okay? So 1, 2, 3, come back, 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, finishing in a good knee on belly position before you reset, okay? So let's try that out for 2 minutes. And this is speed here, guys, all right? So trying to go fast. Ready, steady? Let's go. There we go. Looking good, guys. Nice. Yep, Jacqueline. Now you transfer. Good. Nice, Nick. Yep, transit across those feet. Oh, Jacqueline, you got a kid on your back? I was wondering what's going on. Makes it a little more difficult. Gonna work, guys. Almost done. Yeah. Keep it going, keep it going. 20 seconds. Time. All right, guys. So now we're going to add one movement to that. So same thing again. Okay, now we're going to add the top spin. Okay, so you're here. You're doing that same knee-to-knee transfer. Really important movement to get down, right? So this knee-to-knee transfer here, from one side to the other. Now I'm going to do it for my top spin. So typically when I'm doing this and I have an actual partner, I have the person turn into you here. Okay, because that's common for them to try to escape from the knee on belly by turning in. Right, so when that happens now, I'm going to take advantage of this back exposure over here by switching to that side. It's just how do I do that? So how we do that is by stepping my leg over the head here. That's the first move, okay? I step, and now I drop that knee, and I start to switch my base here. Okay? And so if it's a real person, I can get my chest behind, and I expose this back here and get a seatbelt if I'm quick enough and I have my pressure in the right places. Okay? But since the dummy is not going to move for us, let's just practice that top spin movement. Don't worry too much about getting the back necessarily, okay? Just practice this. So here, I pass, I go 2. Now I'm just gonna step over. I'm gonna pin this arm and reset and side control on the other side, okay? So we're still basically doing the same movement, but with the dummy. So we're just changing up a little bit how you end the position, okay? So another 2 minutes. We're gonna practice that. Okay, so one more time real quick before we go. So step. I do the transfer, okay? So now first thing, I keep my knee on the stomach and my other leg steps over, okay? Once I step my foot over the head, now I can drop that knee. Okay? As I do, I'm gonna bring my knee on the belly around, okay? Don't do like a huge thing like this, okay? Just bring your knee around to the other side and now get side control and then finish here, okay? Let's try that out for a couple minutes here, guys. Same thing, kind of a speed thing. So try to go faster, a little bit of sweat going here. Ready, go. Nice, Nick. Nice, Mary. Yeah. Good. Just like that. Very nice, guys. Looking good, looking good. Keep it going. About a minute left. A little less than that. And that's time. All right, guys, so now we're gonna move it on to the guard stuff. Okay, so it's week 9, we're working on closed guard. So one of the best positions for dummy training. So practicing here, my dummy in my guard, okay? Hands here on the chest, all right? So now we're gonna practice that basic arm bar using the top lock, all right? So come in here, grab the tricep, okay? My other hand on the head, I'm just gonna throw my legs up, okay? So cross grip on the tricep, other hand, cross grip on the shoulder, and I gotta make sure when I'm doing the top lock, the first thing I gotta do is I gotta pull this elbow in towards the center line of my body, okay? If this elbow's against my hip, I can't get a top lock. I gotta pull the arm into the center line, okay? Now I can throw my legs up over the shoulder and I squeeze my knees here, okay? So from here, I could actually finish an arm bar sometimes, but obviously it's gonna be better if I can pass my leg over the head. So what I do now is I start to swivel my hips. Okay, you guys see this motion? Kind of like bringing my knee up into my partner's head. My other foot is controlling posture by driving over their head. Okay, I don't want to let this foot come over my head or come closer to me because now that means they're putting pressure on me. So I'm driving them away from me to keep their pressure on them. But at the same time, I need to be squeezing in with this knee so I don't lose the arm. Okay, now from here, when I'm passing my leg over, we need to make sure we're staying tight. We don't want to do a big swing because that gives too much space. So when I swing, it's just that little movement over the head. So I'm not giving so much space. And now I got a good finish on that arm bar, okay? So again, we're here, we're coming under, grabbing tricep, cross grip on the shoulder, okay? I'm pulling the arm to my center line, and I'm throwing my legs up to lock over the shoulder, okay? Now I'm gonna start to swivel my hips. If I need to, I can use this hand to push the face. Then I pass my leg over, making sure I'm not doing a big swing. A nice, tight swing. Okay, in some cases, actually, you're gonna be pretty much, like if you're doing this properly, I should actually be almost coming in front of the head with my knee and then passing it over. Okay, that way you stay really tight. You don't give the guy a chance to pull their elbow out of the arm bar when you do it that way, okay? There's always gonna be a little bit of an opportunity for them to do it, but the idea is to minimize that as much as possible by staying really tight, okay? So again, tricep, shoulder. Pull the elbow into the center line first, and then I just throw my legs up. Okay, I'm not doing any hip adjustment there. All I'm doing is throwing my leg up over the shoulder. My other one reinforces that top leg. I squeeze my knees. Now I'm pivoting my hips and passing my leg over the head. All right, guys? So let's try that out for a few minutes here. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on you guys while we practice this. Oh yeah, Trey, we need you as a partner for Jacqueline. You're gonna let your mom do arm bars on you. Yeah, Jacqueline, we all have grappling dummies now, so it makes it easy for us to do these. Sorry if I didn't realize you didn't have one. There you go. Yep. Nice.
You don't have a training dummy at home. If you go on our Instagram account, GB Edmonds BJJ, that's our Instagram account.
Yeah.
There's a video link there where Professor Mark walks us through how to make one on our own.
Yeah, it's
5
super
minutes, super easy.
Super easy, super easy. All of us here, besides Nick, have homemade dummies we made that we've been using this whole time. And yeah, it takes about 10 minutes. Honestly, when you get it down, even less than that. The first time it takes a little longer, but yeah, it's a good training tool to have. Nick actually went and bought his, which was like, I think like less than $100. So I just wanted to do something that was cheap that anybody can just do right at home, you know? So that's the idea behind these. But if you're willing to spend a little bit, you can get some good stuff there too on eBay or something. Nice, Mary. One thing you can work on, Jacqueline, solo though, is you can practice your armbar mechanics from the mount, which, you know, typically when we're here on a dummy, we're gonna come into like an S mount, you know, so I slide up like that, and then I start to set up my armbar like that. You can practice this motion of just getting into your S mount by using your hands, right? So I'll start here. I'm gonna bring my left knee to my right hand. That's the first move. And then I step my other leg, okay? So I'm practicing that slide into that S mount position, you know, from side to side. That's a good solo substitute. So you're practicing kind of a similar mechanic, but just from the mount instead, you know. There you go. So you start here and you slide your knee. That knee stays down, and my other leg steps. Okay, it's like we're getting into that S mount position from the mount. Slide and step. Slide and step. Okay. And you quarter turn so you're facing, you know, one side now. Okay, kind of like that. Yeah, good. Looking good, guys. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's go on to the next one now. So next one we're gonna work on is our sit-up sweep, okay? So you're gonna start here in the guard just like before. And if you don't have a dummy, you can still practice these mechanics without one, okay? So you're gonna circle the hands in so that I get the hands on the mat, right? So I bring my hands under my partner's arms, kind of like I'm coming in to pray here, right? So coming in, and now I can circle their hands to the mat, okay? So now at this point, I have their arms exposed, right? So I can start to sit up, and I can go for Kimuras if I like, but if we're talking about a sweep, now I'm gonna post my hand on the mat, I'm gonna put my feet on the mat, I'm gonna do a big bump, getting my hip up in the air. You see how, like, look how, one detail people miss out. Look at my toes here, okay? As I'm bridging in this side, my toes are on the mat. That's helping me lift my hip up. Then I take a big step over, okay? So whether you have a dummy, whether you're by yourself, same mechanics. I start here, I circle, I sit up. Okay, now as I'm bridging, look, these toes coming in, I'm bridging up really high, and then taking a big kick over. What I don't want is to try to kick over with my hip on the floor. Never gonna work if you do it like that. You gotta get the partner off balance by driving your hip into them. Then take a big step over. Okay. Once they're off balance, then the kick is going to be enough to get them over. But if they're not off balance, it's never going to work. So that's why we have to make sure we got that good post. Our feet are pushing off the floor, and I take that big step over. All right, guys. So let's try that out, whether you have a dummy or not. Just practice mechanics for a few minutes here. So again, we're here. Good posture. Step over. There you go. Now you gotta sit up that hand, one hand on the mat behind you. Yeah. There you go. Yep. Nice. Now you need to come all the way up to that hand. Good. So sometimes when you're sitting up, Jacqueline, like as I sit up here, I turn initially just my elbow, okay, but then I'm gonna bring my hand back and kind of force myself up. If my hand's too close to me here, it's easier for them to push me back to my back again. So I need to make sure my hand is far enough back that when they push into me, they're not going to be able to push me over. And then from there, I can use my feet to come up like so, and then that's when I take the big step. Okay? So you're here, sit up, the elbow first, then I come up, okay, big bridge.
If you're a little bit longer like me, you may need to do a little bit of a hip escape before you sit up.
Yeah.
Once you pass the arms aside, you know, for me, I used to like do just a little bit of a scoot out before I come with my elbow. Get enough room for hip extension.
And that's one of those invisible details, right? That sometimes helps a lot with whether a move is successful or not. And you'll notice when guys are higher up belts, sometimes they just do it without even really thinking about it, right? But it's a good thing to point out to newer people. Sometimes they don't realize that. As you sit up, okay, when I'm here, if I'm too close to the guy with my hip, same thing as if my hand is too close to my body, it's easy for them to push me back to my back again. So I need to be able to sit up, and if I scoot my hip far enough away and get my hand in the right position, they should not be able to push you back to your back once you sit up to your hand. That's the idea, okay? So I need to scoot my hip away a little bit as I sit up. Then you can come up. There's like a little sweet spot. You're not scooting away that far. You still want to be close enough to them that you can stay connected to them when you go for the sweep, okay? But just enough to where that you can sit up without getting pushed back over again. All right, so it's one of those, call it invisible jiu-jitsu details. It's hard to pick up. Yeah, but you guys are doing good. Looking good, looking good. Make sure we get that good hip elevation. Those hips up high. Remember, we're here, stretching. Okay, it's kind of like you're doing like a yoga position here, you know, like you know, big stretch, come up.
Against a live partner, especially in a tournament, that should feel like a hip check.
Oh yeah.
Throwing your hip right into them.
Right. And actually, when you catch people off guard with this sweep, when they hit the ground, a lot of times it's kind of like almost like a throw in some ways. If they're not expecting it and you hit them with this move just right, they'll hit that mat pretty hard there. So that's the kind of force you want to have when you're coming into the sweep. And honestly, this sweep, I love this sweep. It still works for me, even on higher belts and stuff.
Sweep, yeah, it's always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I can't get the sweep, a lot of times they'll post the hand and it'll expose their arm. So there's lots of benefits to going for the sweep, whether you're even successful with it or not. Looking good, guys, looking good. One more minute here, guys. Nice, Mary. Nice job, Jacqueline. Good. So make sure, Jacqueline, when you're going for that and you're bridging, like I don't want my inside leg like way far out. I want it to be like in here, you know, like kind of this leg should be farther out. Okay. I don't want to be like way out here, balanced like that, you know, kind of more like this. My knee should still be down. Okay. So that's like my base here with that knee and toes down, and I'll get my hip up. Now I can take this big step over. Okay. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Good. Nice, Nick. Looking good, guys. There we go. Don't kick the baby. Episode of South Park.
Yep. Kick the baby.
Kick the baby. That's like season 1 or something. Yeah. Nice, guys. Okay, guys, we're going to call it there, okay? So nice work with those ones. Any questions, guys? We need to do like a show and tell one of these days, all right? You guys are like... bring like a pet or a cool product or a toy you guys got. You know?
Or it could be like Chris.
Yeah, or Chris, give us a tour. And, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us.
Nothing I can think of.
Okay, nothing major this week, guys. We're still getting to work, you know, and still doing the regular class. Pretty soon we should have some news, like on, you know, how we're gonna go about once we get through like the different phases and stuff, like what kind of classes we can do. But we're still trying to like figure out what we're able to do. But stay tuned for that. News should be coming in the next couple of weeks, I imagine.
We got a whole plan.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, phase 3.
Phase 3 in Washington. So yeah, we're gonna get back to doing some semblance of the normal here.
We're
Yeah.
close, guys.
Yeah, but thanks for sticking with us, guys. We appreciate it. Nice work today. We're gonna finish it up with a bow, okay? Thanks again, guys. Keep it straight up. That was the master. Touch each other. All right. Thanks again, guys. Nice work.
See you on the Zoom this week.
Thanks, guys.
All right, stay well.